stress, man. Oh, hi there, ladies and gents. Lovely to see you. Mr. Walsh here, just bringing you a bit of a recap from Weimar and Nazi Germany for our lovely year 11s. So, in front of me, you see Gustav, the man, the myth, the legend, do not stress man. He became Chancellor of Weimar and Nazi Germany in 1923. And when he came in, we remember he had all those problems, the stab in the back, the political violence throughout all of Berlin. We've got the invasion by the French and the Belgians in the Ruhr. We've got hyperinflation running away. A loaf of bread costed $18 trillion, or 8 trillion marks, sorry. Then, what's he going to do? He's got to solve those problems. And that comes back to bringing back to the major causes. He identifies two major problems. One, the economy is screwed. The second, that nobody respects Germany, and the Germans do hate this entirely. So what does he do? As Chancellor, he does quite a lot actually. So let's have a look-see. The first thing, as we said earlier, was of course the economic recovery. And the very first thing he does is he says, we've got lots of people out of pocket here. How do we fix this? How do we regain their trust in our economy? And so what he does is he takes these Reichsmarks, which people have been using for building blocks for kids. They've been burning it instead of buying fuel. They thought, this is worthless. Let's scrap this. Let's start something new. So he comes up with something called the Rentenmark and the Rentenbank. And that is backed up by the country's natural reserves, including their gold reserve. It allowed people to put trust back into banks. People were now taking the money they'd stashed under their mattresses and put it back into the banks. That's really important, ladies and gents, just in case you don't remember how banks make money, they help the economy grow. They take your money, they loan it to other people so they can invest that into new things, into grow the economy. They pay that back with interest. The bank then puts that back into their services. And that allows people to have trust and the economy to flow. So that's his first priority. He manages to do that, and just a year later, in 1925, he enables to rename it from the Rentenmark to what we then know as the Reichsmark, the new German currency, backed up by the gold reserves. So not only he trusts it and the people in Germany, but other countries as well, and that's significant, ladies and gents. The next thing he does is he organises a bit of a plan with my mate over here in America. His name is Dawes, and Dawes offers him a legendary deal. That is, listen mate, I know you're struggling with your repayments. How about if I loan you 25 billion, yes with a B, which is significantly more than the whole reparations anyway, but I'll loan you that 25 billion, and that gives you some liquid cash flow. It allows you to buy things like tractors, new seed to build massive farms so that you can get these new crops. Not only that, but you see those repayments you're struggling with, just pay us back 50 million a year. Yeah, with an M, million. That's a massive thing for him. And what we allow us to do is this. It allows Germany's economy to recover. It is only temporary, it is on loans, and it's almost like dancing upon a volcano. We also then have, towards the end of his tenure, when he's no longer Chancellor, but he's a foreign minister, the person in charge of dealing with other countries, we have the Young Plan. And that is where he meets up with another man who offers him the deal of the century. He says, hello mate, do you fancy a permanent reduction in your payments? And would you like an extended time to pay it? Yes please. It's a bit like me going to EE. Sorry mate, can I have an upgrade? Yeah, I'd like a S22 Ultra please. How much are it going to cost me? £85 a month. Really? 85 quid? Are you having a laugh? Don't worry about it mate. How about if I do you a deal? Here's the deal. Instead of paying 85 quid a month, why don't you pay me 35? And instead of paying me for 2 years, just pay me for 10 months. Sounds like a plan. So we go from £6.6 billion originally all the way down to £2 billion total. And they get an extra 25 years to pay the loan back. Incredible, right? I thought it was. Or some people might say, unbelievable, Jeff. We've got the Locarno Pact of 1925. This is an agreement between the countries to respect the borders agreed in the Treaty of Versailles. Just to link you back, remember that is that treaty that everyone signed, Germany were forced into. And for my group, I know that we talked about Brat, that Germans had to receive blame, they had to give reparations, 6.6 billion, they had to make sure that their army was reduced in massive scale, which led to high unemployment, and they had to give up all their territory, something the Germans hated. However, this is an agreement to respect their borders. And it also means that countries like France and Belgium cannot just wander into the Ruhr anytime they like, which was one of those things that led to that economic disruption and he's had to recover from. The second thing, 1926, the Germans, a strong, nationalistic, militaristic people, they were really upset because they had to receive blame and they were embarrassed. This gives them a voice on the national stage. They now become part of this world police organisation known as the League of Nations. They get a voice, they get a say, and it helps to restore that national pride. Last thing, the Kellogg-Briand Pact. He has this done fairly soon before he dies of a heart attack, bless him. But this is the pact that is signed by 65 countries that agree we will not resort to war to get what we want. We will talk it out. We will use diplomacy. Okay? So just to recap, he has a massive issue with the economy. He has a massive issue the way Germany looks on the world stage. He deals with it. 1, 2, 3, bam, bam, bam. Another 1, 2, 3, bam, bam, bam. The man is a legend, okay? If only something was to come along and destroy it. And that's what we learn about next time, guys. Thanks for tuning in.